Hello viewers, welcome to Core for Any. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Shift UI text app inside today we need to create here the enter tool some out pop-ups as well as we need to create here the write complete after we need to set this here the creating pop-ups we need to create as well as we need to create here the timer UI we need to develop but need to not create here the countdowns timing we need to today not create so we need to API calling times we need to create this timeouts because we need to needs here the observable class. That's why need to create only the UI. Let's start how to write down here the shift UI this UI. First of all, so we need to go inside the run trips UI and to find out this pop-ups logics and to all these here and to write down here the this value and to set this here the one by ones. Here so need to write down here the one hashtag so need to write down like this sets. Also need to create here the spacers like this sets. Now need to create here the vertical stacks to develop this here like this sets and to set here the text and to give this here the fixed times we need to now need to set this like here need to set this here. Now need to set here the fonts need to use here the custom fonts methods need to call here for extensions methods and to give this here the regular fonts extra bolds not regulars and to this here the like this sets here and also need to set here foreground colors and to give this here color dot secondary colors need to here like this sets also need to copy here again so need to paste this here and to set here regular fonts here the 16s set this here the titles as a need to give this here the arrived right like this sets here the and to set here text like this sets and look like this here the this UI and now need to create here backgrounds here. First of all need to give here the headings set here the pins like this sets also need to set here the frame and to give this here the minimum width we need to give this here as a 140 and then after we need to set here the minimum heights we need to 18 also need to create here the elements as a this here the center dot center like this set and then after we need to create here the backgrounds this here the colors white and then after we need to use this here the corners radius into set here. It's good because sometimes you need to height increase, that's why I need to give this here the frequency and now need to create here the shadow we need to give this here the radius as a 2 and to alignments need to set as a 2 like sets also need to give this here padding and to give this here the pins paddings creates here this UI are the looking good for this thing here. Now wait now this is the good also need to our design wise we need to change these titles the waiting to rights we need to set this here waiting for like this titles that's and to create here some state variables need to find see for the Let's write state that users by default need to this here 0 once. Now we need to set this here the value. If write status conditions, if write status is equal to once or write status is equal to give this here, and we need to set this here this UI. Also need to copy here. Sets. Otherwise we see here the awaiting. Like this sets here else parts. Like this sets also need to see here like this sets, and also need to configure here the runs for this name. If equal to then arrive after equal to 1, then it will be start right. To sears set here displaying here complete. Right, like this sets here data sets. Also need to create here the conditions. We need to see here errors. Need to cut this data to create write status. Equal spots. Paste this wall codes. That's here. Now I am waiting for the loading this UI, and now like this displaying here. Also need to change the status, and so need to call this here. First of all, set the click events, and to set this here the write status. Is equal to plus once like this sets here this UI. Appropriate change this UI. Now we need to create here the rating UI. We need to drop this here. First of all, also need to here our this UI we need to develop here. First of all, need to set this here text property here, and to paste this here, and to this here the titles as I need to pass here how sets. Now need to set here text colors, set this here sets. Also need to check here regular fonts. Here the 18 sets. Also need to set this here the name. Here's this here center is now need to infinity sets. First of all, need to change this here status and data. Need to clicking here the direct set here. See. Now I am waiting for the load this UI. Is this adopt not displaying here. Need to set appropriate conditions. Also need to set this here verticals need to see sets. Also need to copy this. Paste this here and here data. This here the username. Now need to stop words 20 and also need to primary text infinity and centers into spheres. Remove this vertical. Now need to center stack for the rating. Also need to create here some that here results here the for we need to go inside the brick details and copy this for the drawings the stars and to paste inside the Androids your trips STC here's STC. Now need to set this here. First of all, change your set here orange and after need it right status. Also need to see here the click ends and so need to set this here the size of set here the scale to bits. Also need to set here temp. Give this here the width and heights. Need to set this here. Now need to on one more tab. Temperatures need to set this here. Temperatures. And give this here the rates. Results equal to I need to see here. Person here. Stack. See here. Like this sets here's the this UI. Now need to create here the rate buttons. See here. See here. Give this here the titles as well. It riders. Okay. We need to first of all this crash issue. That is write status equal to 3, then displaying this UI with max width. We'll set here the max width. Now I am waiting for the loading this UI. And look like this displaying here. Also need to change this here the spacings. That here the 15s, and also need to give this here the tab. Give this here the rate users equal to it's passed. Also need to create here the paddings of the vertical. That here the 20, like this sets here. And to change this data, set here right states. Give this here the rate users, and now we need to set this here waiting for the preview loadings. Now we need to change this here This is working. And now need to create here the 12 pop-ups. Need to develop this here. First of all, need to set this here the edge states. Need to set here the clicking events for the templates. Here, add status equal to and to now we need to create here the one states. Need to define here and need to set here the variable name show tool. By default need to set the false. Copy here and to set here the toggles. Go here. Sets. Also need to create here the copy this text. Paste here and to total sets. And one thing you need to set here the date variable for the apps. Use this here txt tool for the text fields. This here the blank like this sets here. And now need to create here the our pop-ups. Need to develop by default need to set here because we need to developing these pop-ups, that's why needs here. And then after we need to go inside here and to develop these here. First of all needs here the center UI, that's why I need to like this UI now displaying. And now need to fix this here this issue. Suppose need save area to get this here no save area sets here because issue with the sets. Now need to create here the need to configurations. You need to set this here. Supports need to set here the outer paddings. Set here pins. Also another paddings we need to set here. Inner padding. Set here 20 like this sets, and also need to corners like this sets here. And now we need to create here the first of all the titles text to copy here, and also need to give the headings. Alignments we need to set this here. This here as a heading like sets. Now need to change this here the enter. Extra bolds 18 and to set here the primary text. This tops no needs now, and also need to create here the text fields. Copy here, paste this here and right this enter. Like this sets. Also need to set here the regulars and to set here the 14 responses. After need to view this here the secondary text colors. Need to set this here. Also need to create here the top paddings. Paddings you need to view this as a top and to set here. And after need to create here horizontal text for the text input. Now need to copy here this text and to paste this here dollar signs. Afterwards we need to set here the regulars and to give this here 16. Also need to primary text. Now we need to create text fields. Set here the text fields with localized key. Set this here, give this here the blank. Also need to pass this here text. All variables need to pass this for text. Like this sets here this UI, and now need to create here the dividers. And then afterwards need to create here the one more thing. So we need to develop here. And we need to create here the original text, not list, and to set here the spacers. Sets now need to here. Years. Also need to show set here write status equal to need to pass this here 3 and to give this here the button names as a cancels. Now need to go and to set here the background the primary colors. Copy here again need to this here. Also need to here done buttons sets and look like this UI at the creating here done. And now need to testing this UI. First of all need to by default set as a false. And write status need to give this here the 0. And now need to testing this UI flow to this here. I'm waiting for the loading this UI. Now this is the loading done, and now need to create here the arrive button press, opening here the timer UI. Then after need to click right starts and to complete and drop timers need to press, and then after need to press on the completes need to show here enter tools pop-ups and to done after need to close this pop-up and user ratings pop-ups are the displaying like this below are the completed need to forget inside some video before. That's why I need to create today. And next video need to create inside the starting part the database designs and Node.js API, as well as need to create here the AngularJS admin panels need to start this here. And this is the app designs, driver app designs are the done, as well as need to create here the user app designs, but we need to first of all the complete over the admin panels and API needs here the creates. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down inside the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.